And this was a message to men that he put out there, because the men were supposed to be leaders. How am I going to lead my wife if I can't even put down the cheeseburger? How am I going to lead my wife if I can't stop eating all the sugary snacks and sweets? How am I going to lead my children or my family or our grandchildren? How are we going to be a good example to the people out? How are we going to go to the campus and talk to students about Jesus?
Right.
When we're not even pushing back the plate. We got to push back the plate and be an example. And we always say, put down your idols, pick up your Bibles. Well, it's looking like here in America, where I think like the numbers are so crazy. I think it's like 2 out of 3 people are like obese or something in America. It's some big number like that. So we need to push back the plate. So I'm gonna cue this video up, and we'll get it started here. Give me a second. This guy, he's a little hardcore, but I think you guys will appreciate Chad here. And hey, if this applies to you, then pray about it.
If the shoe fits, wear it.
If the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. But I tell you what, this guy's going to tell it like it is. So buckle your seatbelts and listen to what Brother Chad's got to say.
All right, fellas, I want you to look down at yourself right now. And if you can see your fat gut and your titties protruding from the whatever clothing that you're wearing right now, I want you to understand that the last thing that you should do is go and join a local men's group with the goal and intent of getting vulnerable with each other. You ain't there yet, buddy. What you ought to think about doing is getting your fat, soft body out of wherever you are and changing some things about yourself, because essentially, if you're walking around with a gut and titties, you have disqualified yourself from any role as a leader. And look here, man, I know what y'all are thinking right now. Those of you soft bodies who are out there listening to this, you're thinking, well, that's a bunch of bullcrap, Chad, because Chad just thinks physical fitness is everything, right? I don't think that at all. But I will tell you this, when I look at you and when I look at myself and I see what kind of shape you're in, that informs me a tremendous amount about what's going on up here, about how mentally strong you are, how prepared you are to lead others. If you walk around like a fat turd, you are projecting to me and to the world that you cannot even lead yourself. Therefore, you are disqualified to even apply for the position to lead others. It tells me, if you're walking around like a fat turd, it tells me that you don't even have enough mental discipline and strength to fix yourself, let alone make an impact in your community. And I know the other excuse. Well, this is my weight, something I've struggled with, and this, and I'm injured, and what this, and blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of bull crap, man. I ain't saying you got to be a Division I athlete. I'm saying do something about your fat gut and your titties, man. That's what I'm saying. Where did this even come from? Why am I so passionate about this? Well, one, I see the Instagram posts of the men's groups coming together, crying, getting all vulnerable, a bunch of soft bodies sitting around in cold plunges, hugging each other while they're crying and all this crap. And I'm thinking, what the crap is even going on here, man? These jokers ain't even ready for that. They ain't even ready. Look, man. Another reason that I'm bothered by this is in my little world that I live in, when I look around me, when I'm working out, when I'm at the gym, who am I? Who are the people that I'm measuring myself against? In other words, who are the people around me who are nearest to me in terms of mental and physical strength? And I would say 90% of them are women. 90% of them are women. Now, I'm proud of women for being mentally strong, for setting this high standard for themselves and for others, and for having the discipline that they have, the women around me, to be in the condition that they're in. But flat out, man, just biologically, you as a man, you have been given a body, a frame, and the hormones that you ought to be stronger than women. I mean, minus the anomaly that's out there, right? If your wife is more physically fit than you, that is unfreaking sat, man. That is unsat.
Man.
It's ridiculous. And so, if you're listening to this right now and you're mad at me for saying this, well, that's good. You're probably one of the people that needed to hear this. But you have disqualified yourself from leadership at any level if you cannot first lead yourself in the simplest ways